Hello, new PS1 teachers. This short presentation is to give you an overview of the differentiated blended learning centers we use in the math classroom at PS1. What is blended learning? Blended learning is a learning environment that combines face-to-face instruction through discussion, higher level thinking, and academic discourse with personalized, mastery-based targeted support for all learners using adaptive software. So during half of the math class, our students are on online personalized learning programs using their iPads, and during the other half of the class, they're working with the teacher or in small collaborative groups on higher level thinking skills. This image gives you an overview of how the classroom should look. The class is split into two. So if you have 20 students, 10 of the students will be on the online personal learning programs. So on the right side of the screen, you can see we use three programs: IXL, iReady, and Reflex. We will use data to determine which program students should use and how long. On the left side of the screen, you'll see that the group is then split again. So if 10 kids were on the online learning program and the other 10 kids were on the left side of the screen, they'd be split into two smaller groups of 5. One small group is with you, the teacher, doing new lessons from Engage New York, and the other group is working collaboratively on a task from Engage New York or something that you've created for them. So again, in this blended learning model, your class is essentially split in half. One half on the right side is using a software program, IXL, iReady, or Reflex. And on the left-hand side, as you can see, the other half is split into two smaller groups. One group is with the teacher getting new lessons, and the other group is working collaboratively. And most of these lessons will be facilitated through the School for One app. This slide shows the team teaching or ICT model. Again, similar to when you have a single teacher, that the class is split in half. So if you have 20 students, half the class, 10 students, will be working on an individualized learning program. As you can see on the right side of your screen, we have our individualized learning programs. And then as you can see on the left side of the screen, the other half, the other 10 students, would be split again into two groups of 5. And here the lead teacher can teach the core content from Engage New York, and the co-teacher can lead the other group, and the co-teacher can focus on intervention or extension, depending on how the students did on previous lessons. And again, those assignments led by the teacher and the co-teacher can be facilitated through School for One, and our online programs are IXL, iReady, and Reflex. So, how do you set up your classroom for a blended learning model? Here's an example of 4 tables, where one table on the left-hand side is for the teacher-led instruction, another table is for collaborative learning, and 2 additional tables are set aside for individualized learning on the iPad or computers. Lots of teachers at PS1 like to use a theme song for students to cue their transition, and the Mission Impossible theme song seems to be a hit. Playing a song like this notifies kids that they need to rotate to the next group, and they need to do so quickly. Students should transition between groups within 1 minute. And there you have it. That's the PS1 blended learning model for the math class. I hope you enjoyed the presentation.